YouTube, what's happening? It's your boy Charm. I'm back again. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I'm back. Hey, today we're gonna talk a little bit about dispatchers. Mainly about how they'll try to lie to you. Now, this is mostly for the new drivers. If you've been driving for a while, you already know this. It's a known fact within the trucking community that a dispatcher will tell you anything to get that load going down the road. Anything. And most of the time, it ain't true, right? Let me give you a few examples. Just a few examples. A couple years ago, my father had passed away from cancer, right? At this time, I was working for, let's just say, a mega carrier out of Nashville, Tennessee. And when I told them beforehand, like, listen, I got a dad who's terminally ill. He's not gonna make it much longer. So when I give you the call and say I need to go home, that's exactly what I mean. I need to go. They said, oh, okay, that's no problem. I said, I'll try to give you guys as much heads up as possible. Right? All right, cool. So we're running. I end up down in Laredo, Texas, right? I get the phone call from my mother and my stepmother saying that my dad passed away, in the hospital. Which, I already knew I was going across the country, so I did go see him before I left. But so this was on a Friday. I called dispatch. Hey, remember we talked about my dad having cancer and everything, and he wasn't gonna make it much longer. And when I call you and tell you I need to go home, I need to go home. Right? He's, oh yeah. Everything okay? No, everything's not okay. That's why I'm calling you. I need to go home. So they're like, all right. I said, listen, it's Friday now. If you get me a load smoking up out of here tomorrow morning, just get me going back east. Preferably get me going back northeast, right? That way I can drop a load and I can head home. Whatever. Okay. We got you. So Saturday morning comes, I have no load. They're like, hey, can you go move some trailers around for us real quick? I'm like, no. I need a load to get up out of here. I just told y'all I got to be home. Oh, okay. Well, if you could do that for us, we'll get you a load. We can get you a load headed back towards Ohio. All right, cool. So I go and do the little trailer move, right? Now this is early in the morning. I do the little trailer move. I go back to the truck stop. I'm sitting there waiting. Afternoon comes, they finally hit me with a load. Hey, yeah, can you go pick this load up? It's already hooked to the trailer, or it's already on the trailer. All you gotta do is secure it and roll out. So I go get the load. Actually, first, I ask them, I'm like, hey, where's this load going? They're like, it's going to Florida. I was like, hey, I told y'all I need to be home. I'm not from Florida. No, actually, you know what? Let me rewind. They actually tried to give me a load to California. And I told them no. I was like, I'm not from California. I need to go back in the opposite direction. I told you Ohio. Right? He's like, oh, okay, yeah, I forgot. You forgot? Okay, whatever. Get me a load going back to Ohio. Oh, man, down there in Laredo, it's going to be hard getting you a load up out of there. I said, it's going to be even harder to get me a load out of California. I'm not stupid, right? So, I turned down the load, right? And then that's when they hit me back with the trailer move and the load going to Florida. I said, you know what? It's not going to Ohio or anywhere near Ohio, but at least it's going back east. I'll go ahead and take it, right? This load was supposed to deliver Saturday afternoon before 4, right? I get the load. I'm like, wait a minute, there's no way this can deliver Saturday afternoon. There's no way I can hit, where was it going? It was going to USF, the University of Southern Florida, right? There's no way I can hit there from Laredo by today. I call them and tell them, you know what? I think I got my days mixed up. This was a Friday I'm actually picking up the load, right? So I'm like, all right, yeah, I can make it there, you know, Saturday by 4 if nothing goes wrong or whatever. Well, everything went wrong. Everything went wrong on this load. They didn't have it on the correct trailer. And they had securements on it, but they weren't secured properly. So I had to wait for them to take their securements off because they wouldn't let me do it. And it was just... Anyways, so it's Saturday, right around 2 p.m. I'm not even in Florida yet. I called dispatch, hey, you need to call them and tell them I'm going to be probably about an hour late. Okay, I got you. I get there. I find where it needs to go. It's what it was like some huge air conditioning units that were going on top of a new building. I find the construction supervisor, foreman, wherever they're called. And he says, I'm sorry, bud, but I don't have anybody here to unload you. My crane operator went home at 4. I said, so nobody called you and told you that I was going to be about an hour late? Nah, nobody called at all. I called dispatch. Hey, I can't get this load off. Well, why not? Because you didn't call and tell them. Nobody called and told them I was going to be about an hour late. Oh, yeah, I did call him. Now, the guy's standing right next to me. And he's like, yeah, this is such and such. Nobody contacted me. I would be the person to contact. Nobody contacted me. So we can't get this load off until Monday. I told the dispatcher, I'm not going to be here until Monday. I told you I got to be home. I have family stuff. So he's like, well, we're going to need you to sit there until Monday. No. I straight had to tell him, listen, I'm about to take this load home with me. You can send somebody to pick it up from my house because I'm going to be off for a week. Oh, well, we can't do that. I don't care what you can and can't do. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. Because at this point, you know, I'm fed up. I just lost my dad, you know? And, so anyways, you know, I'm driving. I get up the highway a little bit. I just make it into Georgia. Hey, we got somebody you could trade trailers with, swap trailers with. He's got it empty. You can go ahead and drive that up. Anyways, yeah, I went ahead and did that. And then I went up there and I parked my truck and I called him. Hey, come get this truck and this trailer. I'm out. Right? So anyways, that's just one example. I have plenty others. Like just now, I am on a run between Grand River, Ohio and Cleveland, Ohio. It's 40 minutes. They're 40 minutes apart, right? I'm doing 3 of these. I'm actually picking up my 3rd load now. So my 2nd load, he calls me, hey. I'm like, yeah. And the dispatcher's like, hey, I got something that's gonna make your day a little easier. I said, I doubt it. Oh, yeah, it definitely is. Your 3rd load, you're going to pick it up and take it to Republic. What is that? Never heard of that. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's pretty easy. You're just going to drive it down there, and then you're just going to head back to the yard. You'll be done for the day. Okay. You're still not telling me anything. Where is the Republic at? Oh, it's in Canton. Wait, what? So, okay. Canton is over an hour away from my pickup spot. So, how are you making my day easier? I specifically asked him, how are you making my day easier? Oh, because you're just picking up this load and then dropping it off and then coming back to the yard. It's like, okay, you were aware that my last load, my third load, the one that you're canceling, I was picking it up, taking it to Cleveland, and then coming back to the yard. I was only driving 40 minutes to Cleveland, dropping it off, and then driving the hour back to the yard. Now I have to drive over an hour to Canton, drop it off, and then drive over an hour back to the yard. So how are you making my day easier? Oh, but it's just going to be so much easier because you're dumping here. And I'm like, you're not making my day easier. You're making it harder because I have never been to this place. I don't know where I'm going. And you're making it longer. So, okay, well, let me explain. I said, don't explain. Just send me the info. Just text me the info, bro. You know, at this point, he knows I'm fed up because they actually did this to me yesterday, too. Twice yesterday, actually. So, I tell him, hey, just text me the info, man. You know, I get off the phone. As I'm dropping off my second one, and I'm headed back for my third, he texts me like right when I get here, and then wants to send me like the PO and all that kind of stuff. Sends me the address, and then sends me the directions how to get there, from like the easiest way to get there from here. Okay, I need directions from there to the yard too. You know, now at this point, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make it easy. I'm gonna make it harder on y'all too. I need directions from the yard too, from there to the yard. Send those too. So he texts me back, hey bud, just call me when you're leaving. No, send me the directions. So he texts back, oh, it'd be a lot easier on me if we just called. Okay, but it'd be easier on me if you just text me the directions. So he's feeling a little way. Bud, why won't you just call? Listen, first of all, stop calling me bud. Don't pay. That's one thing dispatchers love to do. They love to try to patronize you. You know, that's what they try to do, to try to get you to move this load down the road. They love to patronize you. And, you know, they'll try to think, well, we'll owe you one and this and that. Okay, well, at this point, they owe me about 15. And they don't like to repay what they owe. You know what I mean? So you do your dispatch a favor, unless you're really tight with them, they're not going to pay that favor back with you, too. And actually, my dispatchers now that I have now, I'm actually pretty cool with. And they still don't pay their promises back. You know what I'm saying? So my advice to you guys, especially my new drivers, once you get driving and you're out working with these dispatchers and everything, do not think that the dispatcher is your friend. The dispatcher is not your friend. Okay? They're there to do a job. And a dispatcher will try to get that job done by any means necessary. Even if that means putting you and your CDL at risk. They will try it to see if you will go along with it. Don't do it. You have to protect your CDL. It is on you to protect your driver's license and your CDL, because those are your livelihoods. That's what you use to feed your family and to get the stuff that you want in life, right? They don't care, because say if something happens and you have to serve a suspension on your CDL for whatever, they can just plug another driver in your spot. You get what I'm saying? So, matter of fact, I got a perfect example on that one. Hold on. Just a few weeks ago, had a dispatcher, right? Now, this guy, he's a driver, but he was filling in for dispatch or whatever, I don't know. He assigns me a truck one morning, right? And I get to the yard and I notice the truck's parked in front of the shop. Now that's where we park trucks that there's something wrong with them. Like somebody had it before and there was an issue and they wrote it up and they're putting it in the shop to get fixed. It's just that there was nobody in the shop, so it didn't get fixed yet, right? So they're assigning me this truck. I call up the dispatch. Hey, this truck you assigned me is parked in front of the shop. Any reason why? Oh, but that's I don't know why such and such always parks it there. And, you know, he just always parks it there, but I don't know why. I looked up on it. He's like, I looked up on the VIR. There's nothing on there. So immediately, like, alarms start going off in my head. Red flags start going up everywhere. Because nobody just parks the truck there. I've been working there for over a year. Nobody just parks the trucks there just because, right? I pick up the Omnitrax and pull up the VIR. It's right on there. Tire pressure low. And trailer tire is below, the tread is below legal limits. It needs change. He tried to send me out with the tire like that, knowing that if DOT would have yanked me, I would have got shut down right then and there. I even went out, after I seen that, I went and checked the tire myself. It was really, really below legal limits. That they would have put it out of service. If DOT would have yanked me that day, it would have got put out of service. So I called him back like, hey, I'm not taking this truck. Well, bud, why? Because you lied about the VIR. Well, I didn't see anything on there because you didn't look at it. That's why. So, like I said, y'all gotta get out, when y'all get out here, man, watch out for these dispatchers, bro. They out for self and that's it. Honestly. The dispatcher is not your friend. Keep that in mind. It's your boy. I'm out. Peace.